Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. This is Remnants. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Emily.
Turn on your nightlight.
Pour something strong.
You'll be up long after the story's gone. So we're back after
5 million years.
Yeah, it feels like it.
So much has happened.
So much has happened.
And literally, I swear every time we're going to record, something else happens.
Yeah, something comes up that family in hospital, family just moving.
Yeah, there's been a lot. It's like the whole gamut of things. We've had everything. Everything.
Sickness. Nothing crazy, but I think sometimes when we went to record, it's I had a cold and my voice wasn't really there.
We've tried recording this episode one time before, and we were both in terrible moods, I think, and we were recording and we're just this fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know.
and then I think we kind of got in this phase, we're okay, when we come back, we're going to come back as strong as we can. And we've been working on, improving our audio, and that was a whole, 2-hour side quest today.
And it still didn't.
Yeah, it still didn't work.
But I do think it's a little better. We
did some finagling. We're at Kayla's house now.
Right.
She has no animals, so it's quiet. She does potentially have a ghost, and we have Judith and
Abigail.
Abigail and who? What are the Abigail and Judith?
Yes.
Why did I name one Edith? Anyways,
maybe she's telling you that that's
Edith.
Actually her name.
Well, one of them's Edith. I don't know which. But anyways, we have the haunted dolls on the table with us, but we're in a quaint pink room with old haunted furniture, and
it's an interesting combo.
It's much quieter than anything I have to offer, because, the cats were already loud enough, and then I was like, let's get a dog.
This is going to be great. That's true. I don't know. Have you had Charlie since we last recorded?
Actually, I think that's why we got so mad, because we tried recording, and it was just boom, boom.
Which is so funny. It's something about animals and technology, because, Charlie will just lay there, but the second she, saw us trying to do something, she was like...
It was impossible.
Yeah.
Which, I can stream and stuff, and she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Totally quiet. We were eating dinner at Kayla's, and I was just oh my gosh, the silence of a animal-free household.
I do love animals, but it is peaceful sometimes, too, not to have them.
Yeah. Well, I just dropped, $180 for Charlie for a one-night stay and a grooming, because we went to a wedding last night, and I just didn't want her home alone. And it's just oh my God, that was so expensive. It's maybe 24 hours, good Lord.
Yeah.
But
it's what you do for your baby.
Yeah. But we're glad to be back.
Yes, and thank you for, staying with us during our very unintentional long break.
Yeah, and I know we've said this so many times, but we do plan on having a much more frequent cadence and, taking quality a bit more seriously. I think we were noticing, because we did a lot of listening back, that our sound quality did fluctuate a lot, and that's something we're really working on. Mm-hmm. So if anybody is listening, if you have any suggestions or anything when you're listening through, oh, hey, you did this, but I do notice this happens a lot in your audio. Can you maybe try to tweak it? We'd love to hear it, because that's definitely something we're working on right now, and just kind of smoothing or ironing some things out. I cannot fix the way I speak.
No, that has not improved in our 6 months away.
No, it's gotten worse, I think. Yeah. We were both talking about how we had brain fog today, and we're well, it's a good thing we're trying to record again.
Yeah, after a long break. It's very good. But yeah, I do hope, because now we've got a more permanent setup. I'm not going to touch this mic until the next time we record.
Yeah.
So.
And you shouldn't have a gremlin coming in here to mess with it.
Or there is a ghost. I don't know.
Well, it's possible, and hopefully...
Don't touch the mic, ghost.
Unless it's while we're recording.
Yes.
Evidence.
Yes. So we're still in season 3.
Technically. And I think so far our episodes, the 6 that we've released, have all been investigations, which is cool. Like we just released 3 investigations.
Yeah.
And we've actually been on 2 more since then. So we haven't been totally inactive these last few months. But I think we're going to do some, I don't know, we're going to call them mini episodes, but of course they will not be short. Because they never are. But
we're not capable of that.
We're going to kind of do some topics that aren't investigations while we continue going through our evidence from our last 2 investigations.
And we haven't figured out necessarily how it's going to look yet, but we are going to start live streaming some of our investigation reviews.
Yeah.
So far, I think the plan is to do it on Twitch, because I have started doing some stuff on Twitch, and Kayla and I do plan on playing some games together. We just haven't gotten around to figuring out how that'll look live. We've done it. It's a good time. We almost rebranded ourselves to, like, what was it, the Ghost Bros?
The Ghost Bros!
We played oh my god, content warning. And, like, the whole point of that game is you're supposed to film the scariest thing, and then it edits together a movie for you, play it, whatever. It's like a whole thing. But as soon as we played it, we just instantly, we're just like, bro! Like,
I don't even know where that came from.
Yeah, it's just, we didn't even, like, we should do this. We just did it. So, like, we were almost like, is this who we are now? Is this what we should do?
This is our rebranding.
Yeah,
bro!
We were like, we should freshen up the intro a little bit. That's why it was different. And we were just like, oh, we should just go, hey, bro! We're remnants! But, I figured that might be annoying.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's maybe funny one time.
Yeah, except for us. We crack up every time.
Crack up yeah.
But, point being, once we get through reviewing content, we're hopefully going to be posting that live. So that could be a cool way for people to kind of listen into that and for us to record it, because it takes a long time. So it'll be a good way to kind of
include you guys in on our like editing or listening back to
and then if we're missing something, you guys can throw it out in the chat and be like, yo, did you not see the small Victorian child standing on Kayla's shoulders?
Right. No, I blocked it out.
Yeah, we'll just find if we're repressing lots of trauma.
Right.
Ghost trauma. But, this is Kayla's episode, though, and I'm excited to hear what she's got to tell us.
Yes, I've had this one ready for a while, so let's see if I can remember what I wrote.
Yeah, and luckily, whatever was going on when we tried doing this last time, I was so pissed off, I think, at my animals that I don't remember what you said.
I don't even think we got very far.
We probably did the intro and we're like, why are we doing this?
Where this is not working.
Probably.
I'm gonna call this my, like, little haunted forest series, because this will be, like, just the first iteration, but I think there's so many, like, haunted forests in the world, and we're never gonna investigate them, let's be honest. Especially because you want to investigate a haunted forest? We lasted literally for, like, 2 minutes outside in Arkansas trying to investigate.
During the day.
That's true.
Because she responded because I was pouting at her, and she got mad.
Yeah, that's true.
You really want to investigate a forest? Come on. Well, we were talking about going to, like, Appalachia. That would be kind of fun.
That would, yes.
During the day. Unless we're, like, in a cabin near it, and then we can kind of, like, look out the sliding glass door.
Because I've always, like, anytime ghost shows have done, like, investigations in a forest, I just start thinking about, like, what if a bear comes up? Like, is someone got a gun?
Yeah,
bear
there's
spray?
stuff
Like,
that could
I don't know,
actually-
like, and I think that's, like, we freaked ourselves out in Arkansas because there's, like, wild boars. I'm like, if a wild boar starts charging me, I am dead like Robert Baratheon.
I know, and I do not want that. I do not want sepsis to take me with a hole in my gut.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I do not want to go out that way.
That was what I was I was not picturing ghosts. I was picturing a giant murder pig.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And I'm just, Emily's more outdoorsy than me. I'm definitely, one of my coworkers, she calls herself an indoor cat, which I think is, like, hilarious. I'm like, yes, I am an indoor cat.
I am totally an outdoor cat then. Yeah. I've, like, got fleas and I'm missing an ear. That's me.
Getting in fights.
Yeah, I'm like... I'm about to get in the fight with that Karen in my neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
I was
poor
like,
Emily, her new neighbor. She's in a new neighborhood. She's got a.
She's not even my neighbor. She's across the street.
I know, that's actually even worse. She's even more of a, like, creeper because she's not directly like
totally
next door to
Shia
you.
LaBeouf from Disturbia,
or Mrs. Kravitz if you are a Bewitched fan.
Well, either way, she's totally got some binoculars.
Yeah,
she knows all.
You should just start talking about the ghost stuff, though, because that'll probably really freak her out, and she might stop talking to you.
Play with the Ouija board in the front.
Yeah! Just start weirding her out.
Knock on our door. I talked to your great Aunt Bertha. She says she's disappointed.
Do some deep dives on her and find out, like, her, like, grandma's name or something, or her great-grandma's name. And
do you know an Edith? She knows you. Oh my god, I could leave a little doll on her porch. God, rings have made pranking so hard, though.
I know. We used to do so many, like, silly pranks as kids, and that joy is gone.
Joy is gone. Joy is gone.
No more TPing.
That is just the... Anyways, we are ADHD.
Oh, wow, yeah. So anyways, this is going to be my Haunted Forest series.
Haunted Forest.
So this is the first one. I'm going to talk about 3 haunted forests that we will probably never investigate, partially because 2 of them are not in the U.S. But you never know. You never know.
Don't put a limit to my dreams.
Okay, I will not put a limit on your dreams. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yes. But first up is the Hoia Baciu forest in Romania.
Okay.
It claims to be the world's most haunted forest and is sometimes called the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania.
Does the forest claim it, or do people claim it? Because you said it claims to be the...
Yeah, the
forest is like, I am the most haunted.
Bitch!
Bitch! Those are the forests. They don't have nothing on me.
I am writing from the perspective of the forest.
You're the Lorax. You speak for the trees.
I speak for the trees.
Oh my god, I want Art of Haunted Lorax, Kayla.
Oh my gosh. So it's 600 acres in size, and physically the forest is just also really creepy because the trees are all crooked. Oh. They grow in this like warp, twisting, and spiraling pattern, and it's kind of like they're trying to contort themselves so they can like touch you. They're really, I think I might have shown you a picture.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, and like they don't really know why they grow that way. So that just adds to the creepy factor.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
Yeah. So that it's off to a great start to be the world's most haunted forest. It's also really dense, so it creates just like this eerie silence. But then people will hear like footsteps or like screams and stuff that like are coming from phantom noises. But so there's like this eerie silence. It's then like
that's so scary.
Interrupted by footsteps of no one, like stuff like that.
Heck no.
Yep. There's also the forest has this like circular area called the clearing where nothing grows.
Ooh.
So that's fun.
Hard pass on that.
Yeah. The forest has been around, well, it's been around forever, I suppose, but it's had people inhabiting it since prehistoric times. Archaeological excavations in the area have uncovered evidence of human activity dating back to the Paleolithic era. Evidence suggests that people originally settled there in 6500 BC, making it the oldest settlement in Romania. In ancient times, the forest was part of the territory of the Dacians, a Thracian tribe that inhabited the region from around 500 BC to 106 AD.
Wow.
Some people believe that the forest is haunted by peasants who were murdered there a long time ago. I mean, and honestly, like, if it's been around for thousands of years, I mean, there's probably people that have just died, whether by
peasants,
natural or unnatural causes.
Yeah. I wonder why there aren't any dinosaur ghosts.
Maybe there are.
Maybe that's what earthquakes
They're
are.
just so big. Yeah, they're so big that we don't even see them.
Yeah, forget science. Earthquakes are ghost dinosaurs walking.
Yeah, that could be a book or short story idea.
Not a very good one.
It could be fun, like a kid's book. I don't know. Is that a kid's book that kids
That's
should
a
read?
way to like uneducate children.
Yes, that's my goal.
Yes.
I don't have children, so I want to uneducate the youth.
Earthquakes are dinosaur ghosts. Okay, Kayla.
Well, is it no different than like back in the olden times when they would tell children that rain is the tears of angels disappointed in them?
My God.
Yeah.
I tried to get art of you as a Lorax.
Oh no! Oh no! I look. Oh my God! Oh my God! Why am I so creepy? God, I look like a hag.
There you are.
Is this what my soul looks like? We'll have to post that, I think. This is what Emily thinks I look like.
I did give it a picture of you. And
I know, that's why I'm nervous.
It was like, okay.
Alright, AI, I hate you too.
Yeah, well, I guess it's you know.
No, she's sad now. I don't want to continue. I was thinking
he was going to be cute.
It was the total opposite of cute.
Oh, boy. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I guess I have to continue on.
I killed the vibe.
Killed the vibe.
Chat killed the vibe.
The forest name Hayubashu is derived from a local legend dating back to the 19th century. It is said that a shepherd named Bashu ventured into the forest with his flock of 200 sheep and disappeared without a trace. Dun, dun,
Did the sheep disappear?
To this day, yep. No one knows what became of Bashu and his shushu and his flock.
Bashu and his shushu.
And the forest bears his name as a chilling reminder of its mysterious nature. That's not the only weird thing.
Oh,
Another, I've just finger pointed at her.
I know.
Another legend tells of a young girl who disappeared into the forest, only to reappear 5 years later, unchanged and with no memory of the lost years. This story, like many others, feeds into the belief that the Hayubashu forest is a portal to another dimension.
Fairies?
Sure.
Like, we talking romantasy?
No, I think we're talking about bad fairies.
Some of them are bad.
True.
Some of them are bad.
But are they bad? What kind of bad? I mean, I don't know. I would probably go to a fairy realm just to avoid
work,
mortgage, taxes.
Yeah, honestly, even if it's bad, I'm like, you know what?
It's different.
Yeah.
It's not depression.
I think it might be. It's depression with a smile, that's for sure.
Throughout history, the forest has been both revered and feared.
We rhymed there.
I sure did. I love it.
Revered and feared.
It was a sacred place where nature spirits and ancient gods were worshipped. But for others, it was cursed. It was a cursed land filled with evil entities and unexplained phenomena. A.k.a. fairies.
What?
No.
Wow.
Many claim that just walking through the woods will make you nauseous, anxious, and have headaches.
That's just Kayla hiking.
Yeah, like I said, I'm an indoor cat. The most common paranormal activity is seeing apparitions, hearing strange whispers, hearing female laughing and screams, and seeing unexplainable lights hovering among the trees, which we have seen. Check out our episode, The Pirate Lights of Arkansas or something.
She keeps pointing at me very seriously. I need to catch a picture of it at some point.
No.
I just am always like
It's been a while since we've been, like, actually across from each other.
Have we ever been actually across? I guess we kind of were
your
at my
desk,
old desk,
yeah.
but it was just so small that we were still really close.
Yeah.
This is almost feels normal, which is nice.
Yeah.
Almost.
I can stare into your eyes.
And point at me aggressively.
Point at you. Well, as I was saying, so some believe that the forest is a portal to another dimension, and that visitors from the spirit world use it to enter our realm. I do kind of wonder if there are, like, places in the world that, like, the veil is thinner and stuff, like Skinwalker Ranch. One of the most famous aspects of the forest is the clearing, which is an almost perfect circle where no trees or vegetation grows, and strange occurrences are said to take place. Locals have long believed that this barren circle is cursed. Many visitors feel intense anxiety and unease and negative energy when entering the clearing. Electronic equipment malfunctions often. Scientists have tested the soil, and it is inconclusive why nothing grows. They have come up with a few explanations, including the possibility that the area was once the site of an ancient burial ground. Everyone's go-to. I'm not really sure. Wouldn't that help things grow?
It would actually, yeah. I guess depending on how...
Oh, unless they're embalmed, I suppose.
Yeah.
But or maybe the soil composition is just unsuitable for tree growth. Other scientific studies have shown that the forest has high electromagnetic fields, which could contribute to the paranormal feelings, such as, the intense anxiety. And that would also explain why the equipment goes wonky.
I always find that interesting, though, because, like, it makes me think of crop circles and things like that, too, because are they all, like, similar? Like, are they all just, like, it's almost like something was there and it made it more...
Yeah, like, did a spaceship land and it left behind radiation or
something?
something?
That's what I always think about when
it
has these, like, dead spots that have more, like, electromagnetic energy, and you're like... What happened?
I mean, grass does grow. Like, here's a picture.
Oh.
So there is grass, but, like, no trees, no bushes.
Just like a perfect circle.
It's so weird. And it's been like that for centuries.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I don't know. It's, like, it'd be one thing if, like, I don't know, it was, like, rocky there.
Right,
and
no, it's just grass.
It's the grass, so.
Like, it looks like somebody's maintaining it.
Right. Yeah, super weird. And of course, no supernatural forest is complete without reports of UFO activity.
Oh, well, there we go. See,
Speaking of confirmed, spaceship landed there.
That is their landing pad.
There are claims of strange lights and unexplained aerial sightings. The most famous story occurred in 1968 when a military technician named Emil Barnia
captured a photograph of what appeared to be a flying saucer hovering above the forest. Skeptics have dismissed the image as a hoax, but it remains one of the most compelling pieces of evidence for extraterrestrial activity in the area. There's a picture. I mean, it's from 1968, so it's definitely not the best photo, but it's weird. I mean, it could also be a hoax. Like, I don't know. But
it kind of looks like somebody just messed with the, like, negative, but also, I mean,
I don't know.
Who are we to be skeptics at this point?
Right. Yeah. And I feel like we do come at things like our investigations with a little bit of skepticism. Like, I don't believe everything is crazy haunted. I do think a lot of it can be explained by...
We always try to explain things. And then when something crazy happens, we're like, If we hear it in person, which you'll hear about later, but if we hear something in person, we just seem to... It's like it doesn't register. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. But yeah, it's interesting. And, I mean, the circles in the trees are kind of... Seems to match other things that have UFO sightings, so...
And speaking of strange things, Zach Bagans has Ghost Adventures. They investigated this forest. I watched that episode years ago, so I don't remember anything about it.
Is there pure fear there? Pure fear. There's pure fear here.
I know, we should watch it because it could be because it's an older episode. I do like the old Ghost Adventures when they were...
Before he was possessed or something.
Yeah, before he went
possessed by
crazy. I mean, he was always probably crazy, but... Well, when he was a little less douchey.
Yeah.
He was always douchey. But...
Some people just can't handle any amount of fame.
Nope.
They go full asshole.
Yeah. I want to go full asshole one day.
Weird flex.
That was... I want to be so rich and famous that I become an asshole.
And we're going to take a soundbite of that.
Nope, that is getting deleted.
Full asshole.
Full asshole.
I believe you have it in you, if that's any consolation.
So, in conclusion, the Hayubashu Forest remains a mystery, and its secrets are hidden within its ancient crooked trees and the shadows of its haunted legends. It's a place where history, folklore, and the paranormal all combine. Plus, it's in Transylvania, so that just cements its reputation as the most haunted forest in the world.
Vampires.
Yep. I did look. It's 4 hours away from Dracula's castle, so it's not that close, but still.
Whatever.
That's
where he has his summer home.
It is. That's where he vacations.
He vacations in that little circle.
Yeah.
That's where he likes to moonbathe, because he can't sunbathe.
Oh, right.
Vampire.
Yeah.
And then he has like a circle of impaled victims around the outside.
That's why nothing grows there.
I would like to say, because I've just been sidetracked by this art Kayla has in her room that says, "I love pigeons."
There is a story behind that. It's probably only funny to me and my friend Kat. But there was, so in high school, we went on a trip to Italy, our Latin class, and I don't know, the tour company probably thought it was a great idea, but they took our all-girls school and combined us with an all-boys school from New Jersey.
That was a choice.
That was a choice. But, yeah, anyways. But on one of the bus rides, I don't even remember exactly where, but on one of the bus rides, the boys just kept chanting, "I love pigeons!" Like, and I don't know. It was just very funny to, like, 17-year-olds. You had to be there. But anyways, Urban Outfitters, like, we came back, and, like, that summer, Urban Outfitters had this I Love Pigeons artwork, and so Kat and I both bought them because we're like, we have to.
That's amazing. That is so much backstory that I wasn't... No, every time I look at that, I'm just going to hear teenage boys shouting, "I love pigeons!" My God.
You put a bunch of teenagers together, and it's just weird.
They didn't know what
we
to do.
We didn't have phones to scroll back then, you know?
Too many girls on the bus, too. They didn't know what to do.
They panicked.
I love pigeons! What do we talk about? Pigeons! That's amazing.
I should dig out my journal. I kept a journal of that whole trip. I'm sure I wrote about the I Love Pigeons.
That's going to have to be one of our next episodes. Kayla reads from her journal.
Oh my God. Actually, though, Kat and I did read my journal somewhat in the last couple years. And one of the lines... it was so funny. I literally wrote, like, I thought St. Peter's Basilica would be bigger. It's huge! Why was I unimpressed with St. Peter's? I'm such a snobby little 17-year-old.
No, you're
like, this is not that impressive.
And you still want to be a bigger asshole. You peaked in high school.
I don't even know. My expectations were very high.
It takes a lot to impress you, I guess.
The Vatican did not do it.
Jesus Christ. Jesus was disappointed
He
that
was
day.
disappointed in me.
It's like, God, Kayla, come on. Father, damn it.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh, no, actually, now I'm going to get kind of sad. So the next haunted forest I'm going to talk about, it's famous mostly because of its just very disturbing and sad history. So the trigger warning, I am going to talk about suicide a little bit. It's the Aokigahara forest in Japan, which is sadly also called the suicide forest. It's located on the northwestern side of Mount Fuji on the island of Honshu. It's 30 square kilometers of hardened lava from the last major eruption of Mount Fuji in 864 AD. Parts of the forest are extremely dense with foliage. It is foliage. It is known as the Sea of Trees. The thickness of the trees also lends to this, just extreme silence and the sense of stillness and just eerie solitude. The forest trees also twist and turn. Their roots kind of wind across the forest floor, so it also kind of has just a very creepy look. And because of its location at the base of the mountain, the ground is just really rocky and uneven, and there's hundreds of caves in the area too.
That's scary.
Yeah. The forest has a historical reputation as a home to the Yuri, which are angry and vengeful spirits of the dead in Japanese mythology. Folklore claims they are dedicated to tormenting visitors and luring those who are sad and lost off their path. For centuries, legend has it that they have been luring souls to this forest because they don't want you to leave. At least since the 1960s, Aokigahara has become associated with suicide and gaining a reputation as one of the world's most used suicide sites. Because of this, signs at the head of some of the trails urge suicidal visitors to think of their families and contact a suicide prevention association. In 2003, 105 bodies were found in the forest, exceeding the previous record of 78 in 2002. In 2010, the police recorded 54 confirmed suicides out of more than 200 attempts.
Jeez.
Suicides are said to increase during the month of March, which is the end of the fiscal year in Japan. As of 2011, the most common means of suicide in the forest was hanging or drug overdose.
Oof.
Local officials have stopped publicizing the numbers in an attempt to decrease the forest association with suicide, especially amid controversies like the one that broke out in 2017 when YouTuber Logan Paul shared a controversial video of his experience in Aokigahara.
I was trying to remember which of those assholes it was.
Logan, yeah.
So awful.
Some of the paranormal activity is compasses not working, as well as GPS devices and phones malfunctioning. People often report hearing blood-curdling and unnatural screams while wandering the forest, which is said to be made by the Yuri. There are also sightings of apparitions where visitors claim to see white figures drifting between the trees.
Oof. Which I have heard that forest is just naturally very disorienting, which, that alone would make me a little bit scared to go in there.
Yeah.
Just because it seems like it would be so easy to get lost.
Oh, yeah.
Just terrifying. There is actually, I don't know if you're going to talk about it, there's a horror movie based on it called The Forest. At Natalie Dormer, and it's actually kind of good. It's kind of it follows all of that with the Yuri and everything. It's pretty spooky. Yeah, we should totally watch it.
I came across that in my research, but I didn't include it. But
it's solid. It's not terrible. You wouldn't be. It's not that scary.
Yeah, I would say it sounds like that.
It's an interesting concept, and it's executed okay.
I don't mind horror movies. That's the gory ones I can't stand.
Yeah,
so if they're more like a thriller-esque, I'm
more like a thriller.
I'm okay with them.
Yeah. I think you'd like it since you did research on the topic. I think you'd find it interesting.
Well, we watch that, and then we can follow it up with maybe the humor of Ghost Adventures.
Perfect. It's a perfect plan.
Yeah. Even though Ghost Adventures doesn't intend to be a comedy.
Well, sometimes we don't do what we mean to do.
Nope. Some scientific explanation for the paranormal activity is that the forest soil is rich in magnetic iron, which can disrupt cell service, GPS systems, and compasses. Huh. But that doesn't necessarily explain the ghost sighting and screams, unless, like you said, it's just becomes just very disorienting to people, and they think they hear things because your mind is kind of.
And I guess if some people are already going there mentally disturbed to some extent, maybe it's more likely that they'll hallucinate or something. I don't know.
But also, it's just so many tragic deaths that have happened there. I mean, it probably is haunted to a certain degree. Yeah. I also think that's interesting, though, that for centuries, this forest has this I don't know, reputation, and I don't know, maybe there is something to it with the Yuri. I don't know.
Which, like, some things, like, sometimes people have to develop stories like that to explain why something's so dangerous. So, like, maybe people know that you get lost. Like, especially, like, way back when, it'd be so easy to get lost there without any navigation tools, and then...
Oh, thank you. Especially if you didn't have, like, you just maybe had a fire stick. Like, stick.
And if the trees are so dense lantern. And everything looks the same, like... Yeah,
caves
people could get lost and like, well, there must be evil spirits
luring me here and tricking me. And
like people go in the forest, they don't come out. Why? Mm-hmm. But
no,
but it is creepy as hell. So I would totally believe it's haunted.
I really don't have any desire to go to that one.
No, like I would want to look at it from the outside, and I even want to go to Japan, but I think I'd be scared to go more than like a few steps off the parking lot because it's. Even
just look, Google pictures. It's just a creepy looking forest.
Yeah, even without like the threat of ghosts, just knowing it is such a common place for suicide, I wouldn't want to accidentally walk in on anything.
Ugh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Like, I wonder how many people have like seen.
I saw something on it where people were talking about like you can see people's like sleeping bags and things like that, and just kind of the remnants of their camps, and like it's just
yeah. Ugh. So please seek out if you're feeling just really depressed or suicidal.
There's lots of people who can help. So if you do need help, the suicide and crisis lifeline, at least in the U.S., is 988. So just dial that, or they even have a chat option if you don't want to talk. Yeah, just make sure you talk to. If you don't want to talk to somebody you know, maybe just give that a try.
Yeah,
just give it some time. Hopefully somebody can help you.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not good at being serious.
No. But I am here for you, so...
We distract ourselves from our own sadness with bad jokes.
Yes, pretty much. What was the thing we said? Was it like around your birthday? It was like, just, if you start every day...
Yeah. If you start every day and expecting the worst, then usually you're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, because it can only go up from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is your expectations low.
Yeah, that is kind of how I tend to operate. I never wake up and I'm like, today's going to be a great day. I'm just like, today's going to be a day.
Yep.
Something's gonna, like, lately especially, it's like every day, it's like, what the fuck is happening now? It's something new. Right. Every day.
Stuff you can't even, like, predict would happen. Just...
Yeah, she's like, this is right. I've had people tell me my life is like a sitcom before, and I'm like, yeah.
It's not a funny sitcom.
No, I think it's turned. It's not quite a sitcom anymore. It's more of a... It's like one of those comedy shows that's weirdly dark a lot of the time.
Right.
It's like, oh, that's funny. Should I be laughing?
Yeah. Gotta laugh to keep from crying.
Oh my god.
Okay, the last haunted forest I'm going to talk about brings us back to the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yay, we might visit this one someday.
Yay!
So this one is called the Pine Barrens. I kind of like that name.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of this.
Yeah, it's located in New Jersey and it's massive. So it's like it's 1 million acres.
I don't think I read
And it's full of like these abandoned like these ghost towns, I guess. Abandoned ghost towns, that's redundant. It's also sometimes called just the Pines or maybe the Pinelands, but the Pine Barrens is kind of its like famous.
Yeah, it sounds like something on D&D.
I know, right? I also didn't have to look up how to pronounce this one.
That's helpful.
It is nice.
It's not hot to go.
No. During the 1700s, the area thrived with plenty of work in mills and other industries, but then the local coal boom happened in the 1800s, which that's when the people kind of moved out and it created all these ghost towns. And it's probably most famous for that's where the Jersey Devil lives.
Oh,
that's probably why you've heard of it.
Okay. Yeah.
We haven't really done cryptids yet, but...
No, I would like to. They used to scare me so much as a kid.
Yeah.
I was terrified of Mothman.
Which is legit.
Yeah.
That's legit.
Oh, my stomach.
Oh, I was like, what is that? There's a ghost in here.
It's in my belly. It just...
Hello, I'm here.
My stomach is so loud.
Oh, my digestive system is so loud.
She works hard and she wants everyone to know.
Yes. So the forest is comprised of these Atlantic coastal pine trees, and it's also just like a diverse spectrum of plant life, which includes orchids and carnivorous plants.
Like the Venus flytraps?
Yeah, which sounds fun.
Are they Venus flytraps or what?
I don't know. You're asking questions that I did not deep dive into.
Why did you not deep dive into the
Because
carnivorous
this is
plant?
the last forest I wrote about, and I got tired.
Who doesn't look up the carnivorous plants?
Because I don't want to be near them.
I didn't know we had any here.
Well, look up Pine Barrens carnivorous plants. Do my research for me.
Fine. Okay, go on. I'll try to find...
The area is also notable for its population of rare pygmy pitch pines. Say that 5 times.
What even is that?
What is a
pygmy pitch pine?
I don't know. Look it up. Stop.
You don't know what a pygmy pitch pine is?
I don't even know why I'm talking about the vegetation of the forest, but it came up in my research.
Well, I'm picturing like a little monkey with a pygmy pitch pine. Oh my god. You did not focus on the important part of this story.
This is fun. So the soil is like basically sand, and the locals call it sugar sand, so like nothing grows there. So that's another reason why it's like uninhabited, because that sandy soil obviously is not great for growing things. But people have like lived there dating back to at least 10,000 years ago, when the Lenape Native American tribes first inhabited the Pine Barrens. Okay, what are you going about? What are these carnivorous plants?
The pitcher plants? Their leaves form a pitcher, and they fill it with rainwater and digestive enzymes, and then insects go in, and they... I didn't know those were here. I've seen them. Then there's sundews, so it's got hairs, and it's like flypaper. I'm doing like little wiggly fingers, and they catch and they like curl around the bugs.
Yep.
And then there's bladderworts.
Ew, that's a terrible name.
It has tiny underwater bladders that suck in small aquatic prey. So, fish? Does it eat fish?
Oh. I mean, there probably are, I think there are like ponds and lakes and stuff. I mean, it's 1 million acres, so.
Pygmy pitch pine.
Yeah, what's a pygmy pitch pine? That is so fun to say. Pygmy pitch pine.
It sounds like it's like from Harry Potter. Ah, the pygmy pitch pine.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, maybe the British brought it over.
Hey, the pygmy pitch pine.
The pygmy pitch pine. How many times can we say that this episode?
Pygmy pitch pine.
Try saying it. It's really fun.
Pygmy pitch pine, pygmy pitch pine.
I'm going to be like Dora the Explorer. Okay, now your turn. Say pygmy pitch pine.
Can you say pygmy pitch pine?
Yeah! Isn't it fun?
It's not even telling me what it is.
Oh. No, but it says that they grow.
Oh,
they
it's
really
a tree!
Well, yeah, a pine tree.
I was picturing a little animal.
No!
It's a pine!
It's a pine! That's why you were so interested. I'm like, I don't know, it's just a small pine tree. I don't know, that's why I didn't look it up. I thought it was fun to say, but...
I really thought it was a little animal.
No.
I was like, why isn't it telling me what kind of animal it is? It's just telling me it's small. It's just like, it's a small tree. What do you want from me? Oh my god. Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. That's great.
I have really shown how fucking dumb I am in this episode.
No. Oh my gosh. So, like, all these ghost towns are kind of just remnants of its, like, milling history past, because they had, like, well, it was settled by the Swedish, the Dutch, and the English. Well, it was first settled by the Native Americans, but, you know, then we came in and pushed them out. But they built ships there, using all the cedar, oak, and pygmy pitch pines trees. There was also local tar and turpentine.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know, because that's
Turpentine!
also fun to say. Turpentine. I don't even what is turpentine?
I don't know. I remember
I guess it's
when you
used
have
in
it
shipbuilding.
when you have it in Skyrim, they did something with painting.
Oh, sure.
Or no, it was in Fable. You're like, yeah, great, Emily.
Sounds good. Well, anyways, they had charcoal there, bog iron. What is that? Glassworks and cotton mills.
Well, if you researched it, we'd know what bog iron is.
Yep. But then in 1854, the first railroad cut across the Pine Barrens and connected many of the small towns.
Okay.
And then people were like, bye.
Bye.
So anyways, like, I have
pitch
watched
pine.
some stuff on the Pine Barrens, and it is, like, creepy, because it's this huge area, and then there's just all these, like, abandoned old towns.
That is bizarre. Like,
It is,
that would
like-
scare me.
Like, very apocalyptic.
Yeah, like, if I didn't know what it was and I just walked in these woods, I'm like, why the fuck are there these old buildings?
So it would be kind of cool to investigate. Just
That would be cool, and that's like actually manageable.
Kind of more like we could make our way up to New Jersey.
Go to Jersey.
Yeah,
That's not a Jersey accent. Jersey.
I don't know I don't know how to do a Jersey accent.
I don't know either.
I guess we need to watch some Jersey Shore.
No, we don't.
Yeah, let's leave that in the past. Let's talk about the Jersey Devil.
Yes, let's talk about him.
Is
he also a small tree?
Well, let's find out. Legend goes that the Jersey Devil is said to have been born in 1735 to a local woman named Mrs. Leeds in an area known as Leeds Point. He was her 13th child, and because of the unlucky number, he was cursed. Another story says that the mother gave birth to a hideous monster that attacked her and her nurses before flying up and out of the chimney and disappearing into the barrens. The devil is said to roam the Pine Barrens, with many sharing stories of encounters with the Jersey Devil during dark nights. It's described as a kangaroo-type creature with a horse or goat's head, bat-like wings, horns, small arms, and clawed hands, legs with cloven hoofs, and a forked tail. It is said to move quickly and often described as letting out a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream. Yeah, Google the Jersey Devil. It is like the strangest looking. It's like, let's just put every animal possible, like, into one being.
Did you ever play the game as a kid where, like, you were playing with somebody else and you just had, like, a notepad and you would draw a monster together? And, like, each person would draw, like, one piece of it, and then someone else would draw the next piece, and then you finish the monster?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, that's kind of what it looks like.
It definitely is the strangest looking thing.
One kid's like, it's not a horse head, and the other kid's like, and he's got fat wings. And then the other one's like, and flamingo legs.
Yeah, that's probably actually how it came about. Yeah, especially what else were you doing in the 1700s?
Look at this real life picture of him.
Yeah, that's not
It's like somebody just dressed a goat in a costume and yeeted it. Just yeeted a goat out of a tree. Oh my god.
Alright, let's talk about the ghosts.
The goats.
No, the ghosts. Not the goat. I'm done with the flying goat.
Oh.
Now we're talking about the ghosts.
Okay, fine.
Maybe we'll do a whole episode on the the Jersey Devil.
The Jersey Goat Man.
Yes.
Yes. Triggered.
So, a lot of the paranormal sightings are just like floating orbs seen, throughout the forest. There are some specific ghosts, which one is of a small boy who was a victim of a hit and run, and he roams Burnt Mill Road looking for his killer. So if you drive down the road at night and turn off your headlights, you will see a boy running across the road.
That's really sad.
Yeah, I hope it's not true.
I do too.
There's also the ghost of a doctor who is believed to be James Still, an African-American doctor who is lynched for practicing medicine and lingers around to help people who are lost or injured.
Well, it's also really sad.
Yeah.
I guess at least he's trying to be good.
Yeah, he's still trying to help people.
Which I guess he's at least sentient. It almost sounds like the little boy's just replaying his death.
Yeah. Which hopefully it's maybe more just like an imprint left and not actually him. But, yeah. There's also the ghost of Bloody John Bacon, who was an outlaw that raided the residence of the Pine Barrens and died in 1783. Other, common ghosts are a blonde woman, a white stag, a black dog, and the headless spirit of the infamous pirate Captain Kidd.
Why?
Why not? I did try to look that up. I was like, Captain Kidd, what?
What is he doing there?
Yeah, I could not get a clear, but it just kept coming up as, a ghost sighting, but I couldn't get, a clear
How
story.
do they know it's Captain Kidd if he doesn't have a head?
He's got a name tag. Emily.
Obviously.
Duh.
He was like, "Arr, me."
He might have, I don't know, was he, maybe he died in the area or something? I guess I should have looked that up, but I tried to find, why, is there some story of him, being in the area, and I did not find anything. I think it's probably like you said, it's just the kids being like, I've seen a dog.
I saw Captain Kidd.
I saw a white stag. And then I showed
Captain died in London. Captain Kidd. He died in London.
Is he from Jersey?
Doubt it.
Yeah. I mean, Jersey, is it even along the coast? I know nothing of the geography of the Northeast. But anyways, that one's debatable.
I keep getting stuck on the most random parts of this
I
story.
love it.
I'm like, what is even...
This is why I need you to be my my editor be like, why, Kayla? Why are you bringing up Captain Kidd? And I'm like, I don't know, because other people did.
Oh, Captain Kidd was known to frequent the Jersey coast.
Well, there you go.
Huh. There are several places in New Jersey that actually claim that he's there.
There we go, including the Pine Barrens, allegedly.
Oh, and a ghost dog is sometimes seen with him. Well, apparently New Jersey really wants Captain Kidd to be there.
I mean, he's pretty famous, so...
Yeah, I guess that's his favorite vacation spot in the afterlife.
Well, you know, could be worse. No, not a lot of options, but you know, maybe Death Valley's worse.
Yeah, I can't imagine a pirate would have been very familiar with Death Valley.
Yeah, so... Anyways,
Did not expect a pirate story tonight.
Yep. So, that's it. That's all I have on the Pine Barrens. So
yeah, it's like kind of got a little bit of, it's like an amusement park of ghosts. Like, and over here we've got Captain Kidd and his dancing dog. Where's his head? With the miners, they use it for kickball. Oh, and there goes the Jersey Devil flying through the trees.
It does. It literally has everything. Come on here to our abandoned town.
Here we have dead kids.
And we've got pygmy pitch trees and sugar sand.
And don't forget the carnivorous plants. Watch out, they're in the water. We're gonna be in the marketing team for the Pine Barrens.
I don't want to move to New Jersey.
No, but I really want to go see this wondrous place.
I mean, it's very possible for us to go there.
I'm just picturing it as like, just got lights and signs. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's let's hit it up. What are you doing next weekend?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. That's my Haunted Forest series. It's a little all over the place, but you know, we're back.
Okay, so that was like really fun.
Good, I'm glad. I feel like it was kind of chaotic and a little all over the place, but
That's kind of
our
style.
Yeah, that's kind of how we are. So
We were ADHDing very hard though, and that was probably mostly my fault because I feel like you would like talk about something and I'm like, what the fuck is this plant?
I mean, no, that's a legit question.
It's not as important to our story though. We're a ghost podcast, not botany.
Well, I brought it up, so
You did bring it up.
you are a curious listener, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, I asked the question so our listeners didn't have to.
Exactly.
And you know what? They might have assumed that the pygmy pine something was a tree, but I did not.
Well, they might have also thought it was a little.
I was.
I feel like you are you thinking of like the little things from the Mummy 2? The little pygmy. That's what
No, I was picturing something cute.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't picturing that. Like the
That's a
zombie
haunted forest.
like zombie monkeys.
Yeah.
No, they were really cute in my mind's eye. They were like little Why did I do that? They're like little guys with big eyes. They had little tails. They were really cute. They're kind of like really big chinchillas. Little chinchillas or pygmies
Oh yeah.
with big eyes.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Those are not.
They're just trees.
Nope. Well, unless if they're there, maybe the Jersey Devil has to eat something.
That's true. He killed all the pygmy whatevers.
Little pygmy people of Emily's imagination.
I was stuck on those guys for a good few minutes. God. Oh, well.
We're back.
We're back.
Woo!
You may be happy about that. You may be sad about it. If you made it all the way to the episode, thank you. Through the episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully you didn't, what's that called? DNR? What's that called?
Oh yeah, DNF.
DNF. Oh, DNRs do not resuscitate.
We might also need that.
Jesus Christ. Help me. I think somebody didn't resuscitate me. Anyways, yeah, wow.
Well, on that note.
All right, that's it for us tonight. This has been Remnants. Stay spooky.
And stay curious.
I thought that said hot to go.
No, that's me, so I know how to pronounce
H-O-T-G-O-G-O. You can take me to the woods.
Okay, wait, okay,
Oh shit, how do we
is
do
it
this?
Welcome to Remnants?
Do we want to change it now that it's been forever? Do we like Welcome to Remnants? Remnants?
Definitely Remnants.
Welcome to Remnants.
Welcome to Remnants.
It's a paranormal podcast. My name's Emily.
My name is Kayla.
Well, do we want to do Welcome to Remnants? Do we want to do Hey guys? Do we want to do
Yo, bro, Welcome to Remnants!
That was like a butt. I would just welcome to Remnants feel natural?
That's what that's what we've always done, but we haven't talked about if we wanted to
Yeah,
change
I guess we
it
just
up.
did it, but like...
What else do other podcasts do?
Hey, chat. What's the best way to...
Intro a podcast.
You know what? I don't want to type. We're going to do... What's the best way to intro a podcast? We've been doing Welcome to Remnants. This is Emily and Kayla, or Kayla and Emily, depending on who said it first. What would be better? We're going for, like... We like to have a... not professional, like casual and friendly setting. Like conversational. We're going for conversational. With just a little bit of spooky.
Y'all are on the right track with that intro vibe. But we can definitely fine-tune it to make it snappier, memorable, and a little more on-brand for your haunted, cozy chaos. Here's the trick. Keep it casual and natural, like you want, and add a tiny pinch of structure, personality, and maybe one recurring line or tagline that gives listeners a "we've arrived" feeling. Polished, but conversational podcast intros. Option 1, spooky light. Welcome to Remnants, where the vibes are haunted and the coffee is probably cursed. And I'm Kayla, and we're here to tell you the strange, the spooky, and the stories that just won't stay buried.
And I'm Kayla.
Option 2, friendly first, spooky second.
I'm sorry.
Hey friends, welcome to Remnants. And I'm Emily. And we talk about ghosts,
You're supposed to sound as weird. She was like, I'm
Kayla! In the night.
You gotta yell.
Mostly it's us screaming into the void.
Screaming into the
Option 3, improvised. You're listening to Remnant, the podcast where two friends tell ghost stories and try not to summon anything.
My makeup is totally running.
I'm Emily.
We got a ship name.
I have to pee.
Swap who's talking each episode, but keep the shape the same. So returning listeners.
I'm Emily. Oh no, there's more.
Here are a few little closes you can tell before the main
Oh,
content
there's more.
starts. Remnants, the podcast where things never really rest. Because sometimes the past doesn't stay dead, and neither do we. Everyone leaves something behind. We dig it up. Want me to mock up a little script card audio template for this?
Oh, he's on it.
Cold open version that starts teaser before
I really want to use that.
Podcast that never stays dead. At least we got our blooper reel.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna get to turn it down a little bit. Oh my gosh.